up, guys? It is Matt. Welcome back to the Chasing a Dream podcast. Guys, before this podcast starts and before we get into talking about anything about this pod or about future pod projects, whatever, guys, I need you to hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated, and it would also be greatly appreciated if you guys follow us on all of our social media platforms. Let me get the list. Sorry, I'm still a little iffy about this. Hold on. But yeah, guys, it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys would hit that subscribe button on the Chasing a Dream podcast channel. And it'd also be greatly appreciated too if you guys hit the follow button on Spotify, Google, Apple, and Anchor. It'd be greatly appreciated. And also follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. It'd be greatly appreciated as well. So let's dive into this episode. This is a solo episode. It's not, it's not an interview podcast episode type thing. It's just, kind of a sit down here and kind of wanted to go through the history about this podcast because there's a lot of things that has happened in this podcast, I've realized. We've had two co-hosts, Gabe and Colby. Shout out to both of them. Those two are amazing, especially Gabe. He stepped up to the plate and he ended up doing his first few podcast episodes, and it was greatly appreciated for him. So Gabe, if you're listening, thank you so much for that. So our last episode, if you guys didn't listen to it, number 37, which is season 4, episode 9, which, by the way, we're almost done season 4. We're gonna end season 4 with a bang, and we're gonna end season 4 with a bang. End season 4 with a bang and start season 5 with a bang. I got some big plans for season 5, and we'll get into that in a second. But last episode we did was with local artist Snowy. Shout out to Snowy for stepping up and doing an episode. We talked a lot about mental health, the music industry, management of just the pod itself. This is season 4. Okay, I know I'm getting off topic again. My bad. But no, this is season 4, episode. This is gonna be season 4, episode 10. We're gonna do one more episode to end season 4 with a bang. So there's gonna be 11 episodes of season 4. And maybe season 5 might be a little longer. I don't know yet. I have to do more discovering into things, and I got people to talk to about that aspect. But So if you guys don't know, this podcast now I want to reach higher heights with. Now that I am coming back to making content again and making podcast episodes again, I want to start making more podcast episodes, and I want to make them every Tuesday. So I'll record some, post some for Tuesday. That's kind of the goal of mine that I have. I think that's a decent goal, in my opinion. Just because that's what I think. I think it's good to do that. So I think we're gonna start posting episodes, trying to do every Tuesday or every other Tuesday is when we'll have an episode. But I really do appreciate you guys with the podcast and the love and support that you guys have given this podcast since I was away for a really long time. I mean, before the episode was Snowy, the last episode I did was with my girlfriend, to introduce you guys to my girlfriend. That was back in April, and we posted an episode in June on Tuesday last week. And literally, like I said, the last episode was with my girlfriend. So I hate the fact that I go for months and months without posting an episode, and again, it was 2 months after I posted my girlfriend's episode 36, which go listen to, by the way. Be greatly appreciated. It's definitely hard to keep momentum, and I've noticed that, and I'm trying to get myself some help with that so I can get back into the grind of doing this, because I do love making podcasts, and I do love I just like making this stuff in general. So that's why I'm kind of just here trying to figure out what to do, and I would love to have some of you guys' help on what to do, what to talk about, what certain subjects you guys want me to talk about. You know, we don't want to get into like sensitive topics per se, just little things. Also, so that's going to be what's going to be upcoming for season 5. We're going to be trying to post every Tuesday or every other Tuesday. We'll see how things go, especially guest wise and just how I'm feeling wise. It could be every other Tuesday, it could be every Tuesday, don't know. We'll try out different things and see how things go, but I definitely want to try to get at least every Tuesday a podcast episode. Anyway, so let's talk about a little bit about season 5 and what's going to come with season 5 while we are on the urge of hitting season 5. There's going to be a lot of changes to this channel. I have found a new co-host I would like to bring on and see how well they'll go and see how far they'll like to go. They'll be with me every Tuesday. I won't tell you guys who until the second episode of season 5. I am definitely going to start video chatting and video recording with my guests more often than doing audio clips, because I'd like to start posting videos on the Chasing a Dream podcast YouTube channel so you guys can also watch it while you listen. And obviously with Spotify does it so you can watch episodes and listen to them at the same time. So I figured, let's do a video chat. So for all future or all current people who would like to be on the podcast, when season 5 comes, so from season 5 on, will be all video recording. So just keep yourselves in mind with that one. So if you guys want to be on, I'm talking about the ZOD fam, or just, anybody who would like to be on the podcast. I will be doing more video recordings than audio recordings, just so I can get a video out on the YouTube channel instead of it being just an audio file. So you guys got that to stay tuned with. You guys, I think that'd be kind of cool. Start doing some videoing with the podcast, with like the people who I have, and even just like solo episodes with me and my co-host. Me and my co-host, we're gonna have a lot of things to talk about, like just me and that person alone. So that's gonna be fun. I feel like that'd be fun. So I hope you guys are ready for the new podcast changes. I'm gonna try to come up with a new banner and a new picture when it comes time. But for right now, this is how it's gonna stay. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with season 5. New banner, another co-host, changing of episodes and how they're gonna look. That's just kind of how I want to go. Also want to mention, we're almost at 40 episodes of this Chasing a Dream podcast episode. This is the longest I've had a podcast running, and it's crazy to me because last time that I did a podcast, some of you might know because you guys might be veterans to this podcast itself. I did a podcast called the Golden Podcast. It was supposed to be me and my friend Austin jumping onto the pod and just talking, and it was a whole list of things of whatever. But we've done almost 40 episodes of this podcast, which is insane to me. And it's been a journey for sure. I mean, 37 episodes is a lot. And again, like I talked in the last episode, and I want to mention it early on in this episode. I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to make this episode because I don't know what else I got really to talk about. But, in the last episode with Snowy, we talked about, Tyler, aka Hypno World, aka the ZOD, which you guys, I'm gonna put in the links in the description below for you guys to follow our Facebook page for the ZOD. If you guys know what ZOD is, ZOD means Slime or Die. It's a group. I say it's a group of good people. It's a group of good people. They there are some of the reasons why the podcast is where it's at today, and where the podcast stands, and how the podcast became a decent name, which honestly, without the ZOD, I don't think this podcast would be anything, and I don't think it'd be anywhere, and I don't think I would be a name. And with that, the ZOD is very, very great. I'm very grateful with the ZOD. I don't know how accurate the list is of artists. I just want to give a few shout outs to some of the artists that are on the ZOD. Which, by the way, if any of you in the ZOD are listening, more so Tyler, I think it'd be cool if we started using our Facebook page more often to promote anything and get it bigger. We have 92 followers on here. I don't think this list is very accurate at the moment. I think there's a lot of people on here that aren't here anymore. Let me look at the group chat, because I just want to know who's accurate. Just so I can kind of give a shout out to them. Well, for starters, I'll give a shout out to Wesley. He's one of the people part of the ZOD. Shout out to him. Tyson Day, shout out to him. Tyler Martin, aka Hypno World, shout out. Tyler Blunt, Trey Blunt, aka Snowy. He was our last week's episode interviewer. Lit Levi, Grim. Obviously, he is no longer in the ZOD. Colby Valancourt, aka CXV. Also another one that's not in the Z that has also been on here a lot. Jordan. Jordan Peterson, I think. But he goes by Jordan. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to basically everybody in the ZOD. If I forget your name, I'm sorry. Some of you haven't been on the pod yet. Some of you have been on the pod. I mean, I can give you guys a little bit of a list of people who are on the pod that I want to give big shout outs to, that are still a part of the Z, and some that aren't part of the Z, that a lot of people would like to have on again. But we got Colby, aka CXV, ZOD Grim, Jordan, I said Jordan, Lit Levi, King Dead, Damian Ray, Lucia Snow, King, just a bunch of people, man. Like, shout out to all of you guys who are on the podcast and still are listening and supporting to this pod. Again, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, guys, but shout out to the ZOD. Like, we're almost at 100 followers on our Facebook, so let's follow up that. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated if we could follow up the ZOD Records Facebook page. Again, link will be in the description below of this new episode coming out literally, I'd say tomorrow, as soon as this is done. I'm done recording it, and done putting stuff into it. But yeah, like, I don't know what else to say, because like I said, you know, I couldn't be more grateful about being a part of the ZOD. I couldn't be more grateful for the people who are in the ZOD. Yeah, it's been a wild journey and a wild ride. Especially just, you know, things that have been going on in my life. I mean, I think I talked about it in one of the episodes. I'm not 100% sure about it. I think I did. It was like one of my podcast episodes back from my long break, which we're going to try to take less breaks from every channel. Game channel, vlog channel, podcast channel. There'll be less breaks now, hopefully. That's what I'm trying to go for. I think it was Update on Everything, episode 35. Kind of something like what we're doing right now. That was only like a 20-minute episode. Just to get something out. as a filler. It was kind of like an update about like. Actually, no, I think it was season 4. Welcome to season 4, episode 29. I think that was it, because that's when we started getting Jordan, CJ Howie, Jordan again. We got Jordan back to back. Like we got Jordan in January, and then we got him in February, and then we had ZOD Grim, Colby, another update and everything. That's when I gave you guys my girlfriend. We made a lot of episodes for season 4 while we were gone from the time that we came back, because the last episode that we left off on was Jordan's episode, episode 28, and then we just been grinding 2026. I mean, we have more episodes in 26 than we did in 25. I think 25 we've had more. Who knows? I'm not trying to battle. I'm just trying to figure out how much episodes I can do and see how far we can get this thing, because I'm enjoying podcasting. I'm enjoying vlogging a lot. I am back on the grind with my YouTube channel, the Golden Joe 3 Games channel. We recently just hit 800 subscribers on there, by the way, which is greatly appreciated. For those of you who are probably from there, thank you for 813 subscribers. And we're also almost at 100 subscribers on the Matt and Maya vlog channel, so that's also great as well. I do have another video for the gaming channel coming up that I'm going to be working on, and I also have another video for the vlog channel coming up as well. Just a lot of working and grinding lately. I've been working at my actual full-time job, doing a lot of work there, making some bank. Well, I wouldn't say bank, but making some money. You know, I'm just doing the best I can at the moment to just have a little fun and living life. So season 4, like I said, season 4 is coming to an end. We are on 38 episodes of this podcast. Couldn't be any happier. Couldn't be any sad. I'm not even sad, dude. Like, I think it's sick. Like, this is amazing. Like, you guys have been nothing but great support-wise. I don't know what else to talk about at the moment. So, it's just a... So, yeah, I mean, this pod's been nothing but good to me. I also want to give it, again, another shout out to Jordan. He actually made the theme song that you guys have been hearing recently, that I've been putting into the podcast. That's Jordan. He can shred the guitar. He shred the guitar pretty well. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't really have much to say in this episode. I just kind of wanted to get something out. I was supposed to have Tyler. Things kind of didn't really work out to plan. But definitely Tyler will be on soon. And I got 2 more other people that are willing to come on. I can give you guys the dates on the time that we're going to film them, but I can't give you who they are because I kind of want to keep them a little bit of a secret. I should have kept Tyler a secret, but Tyler hasn't been on in a while. So July 16th, we're going to have a person. And I don't know if we're having this person. We are. July 7th, we're going to have somebody at 5. We're going to be doing an interview with. So we got a lot of people coming. That we rescheduled a few. Not rescheduled any. Yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, I got nothing left. This is just like a little update on what's going on. Again, follow the ZOD Records Facebook page. I'll put the link in the description below. Also going to put all the links for the podcast in the description below as well. We're going to be out. This podcast is out on every single platform. Spotify, Google, Apple, Anchor, probably everything else. I haven't really figured out. I've been trying to look to see, like, where the podcast is actually out on. Like I said, for all, as of right now, availability. There we go, see. So obviously we're on Spotify. I think that's pretty much it. Anchor, Google. I really do think that's literally it. I think that's it. There's no way. I don't know what the Chasing a Dream podcast is on, guys. Is that bad that like I run this and I can't even like figure out who figure out what I'm on? Is that bad? That I can't. I don't know. But like I said, from all I know is right now is we're on Apple, Google, Anchor, and Spotify. Those are the three. I want to say that's like the three main platforms that we get the listeners on. Is Google, Apple, and Spotify. But again, like I said, I don't know. I can't tell you what platforms we're on anymore. I don't know why. It used to show what I was like going through, but apparently it's not really. I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, if any of you out there that are listening to this podcast right now, let me know what platform you're listening on. If you're on Spotify, Google, Apple, Anchor, any other platform out there, YouTube, like, I don't know, I can't find the Chasing a Dream podcast, like, stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. But like I said, I know we're on Google, Apple, Anchor, and Spotify. So yeah, so far we're on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music? We're on YouTube Music? No way. Hell yeah. So now we're also on Apple Music. That's awesome. Alright, so from the looks of it, y'all, we are on YouTube, obviously. That's like one of the things Apple... That's crazy. I think that's all we're on right now, for now. But yeah, but every social media link for everything will be in the description. Like I said too, along with ZOD as well, so you guys can go check out ZOD for some local artists that are in the area of Maine, or just for you guys to check out in general to like kind of just like help support them. Anything's greatly appreciated. But yeah, so that's all I got for you today, y'all. Thank you guys so much for listening, subscribing, and following. Like I said, 2 more episodes of Season 4, and it will be done, and we'll be on to Season 5 for the next biggest thing. with a co-host, with some either new and returning guests on the podcast. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Chasing the Dream podcast. I am Matt, your host from Chasing the Dream podcast, aka Golden Ninja 03 Games. Which also go check that out as well. Guys, I am done ranting, talking. I love you. Hopefully we will be able to have hopefully by the time we are back for the next week's episode, we will have a guest. Next week's episode. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing, following, you name it. Keep doing it, y'all. Let's keep growing everything. Let's make this a dream of mine. This is why it's called Chasing the Dream Podcast. Guys, I love you. Don't let anyone else tell you that you cannot chase your dreams, because you can. It is possible. I'm doing it right now. Everybody in the ZOD is right now. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next episode next week. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.